Hey, it's Drybear. The First Descendant has finally launched today, and something that I do for a lot of games that come out, and something that I used to do for a job, is provide valuations for the items, packages, and bonuses that exist in the in-game shop. And these kind of videos are usually for people that can identify what sort of spending range they're in, whether you're someone who's free to play, or you're a minnow, or a shark, or a whale. No matter where you are in that range, you can see how much bang for the buck you're getting for each item in the store. And so today, it's a good one for a brand new game with a brand new MTX shop. Let's take a look at the items in First Descendant to see what's worth your time. Now, for the people that just want the answers up front, this is the valuation. If you don't know how to read a valuation chart, this is a logarithmic scale based on the value of the items inside the pack versus the price that you're paying for it, which means that if a package has exactly one value on a logarithmic scale, it means that you are paying 1-to-1 for the value of the items inside the pack. There's no bonus, there's no return on investment, there's nothing there. It's just 1-to-1. You're buying it at market value, getting what you're purchasing there. If it's above 1, anything that's above 1 as it goes higher and higher, that means you're getting more and more extra value for the price that you're putting into it. Anything below 1 means you're overpaying for the items that are in the pack. As it stands right now, if you are a minnow or you're just like very low price, like if you're planning on to spend $5 to $20 on this game and no more on a monthly basis or even just one time, the only thing in the shop that I can recommend to you based on its value back is going to be the Battle Pass. It shouldn't come as a major surprise for anyone who is curious about Battle Pass systems. These obviously require you to play the game, but the Battle Pass itself has an evaluation of 9.76, which means that you're getting almost 10 times the value of the items inside the Battle Pass based on the price that it's required to purchase it. Now, we'll return to this chart in a second, and let's go through all the items in the game and what you're looking for in the game itself, and plus the monetization system for First Descendant, as I see a lot of people getting confused on what are Descendants, what are the unlocks, what's the ultimate version, what are these cosmetics that I'm getting, and how good are they actually. So First Descendant is a class-based looter shooter, kind of like Warframe or like a less MMO version of Destiny. So you're focused on collecting different characters and then bolstering them in ways that allow you to get stronger and complete more and more PvE content. It is based on a singular premium currency called Caliber. So no matter what platform you're on, you'll be buying this premium currency. And if you're curious, unlike some games, there is actually a linear scale for the value back on these, which means that the more that you spend on the Caliber package, the more Caliber value you'll get back from that. So it's basically 50 Caliber per US dollar or region currency for the base one, and it goes all the way up to 57.5 Caliber for the most one. Some games do it so that the $50 or the $20 to $30 pack is the best value, and then the higher ones are less. But in this case, the more you spend, the more you get, which means that the higher pack that you can afford, it's more efficient to get the bigger ones than it is to get the smaller ones by a decent percentage. So if you have the option to do that, that's something that you may want to be aware of. Then, since the game is primarily a grind game, there is a lot of pay for convenience. You can buy boosters that increase all of your currency gain rates and EXP gain rates, and those have value. And there's materials for enhancing your weapons, modules, equipments, and different loadouts for your characters, as well as the characters themselves to make them stronger. And there's going to be packs that help you along in that fashion. There are cosmetics in the game. These do not provide any benefit to the character, though they may be harder or more expensive to acquire in order to get the skins themselves, but they don't provide any benefit, no like gameplay benefit other than the visual of the character. But there are specific packs that come with skins that only come in that pack, so there's going to be some kind of exclusivity availability for those skins that make those a little bit more interesting or a little bit more viable, at least to you as someone who might be buying. It's also worth getting clear on how the character system works in First Descendant, because it's a little bit different than what you might expect from other games or RPGs that you might be coming into. Most of the gameplay elements in the game can be farmed in game by completing missions, random drop rates on missions, fighting bosses, that sort of thing. So you can actually get access to all of the characters in the game and access to all of the weapons in the game as well, just by playing the game and grinding. However, you can pay to get these characters available sooner or a lot easier by just unlocking these packages. Currently, there are 3 tiers of characters, they're called Descendants in this game, that are available. And you'll notice them by the price of the currency on them, right? There is what's Descendant A, which is going to be part of a Descendant A package, which we'll see up here. We'll talk about these in a second. But these are 300, and so all of the 300s are Descendant A tier. The Descendant Bs are 600, and then there are Descendant Cs, which are 900. In general, you'll find at base As they go up in the scaling, they actually get a little bit stronger, but there are some variations that change that up. Now, keep in mind that there is a tier above A, B, and C, and that's called Ultimate. So there are Ultimate Descendants, and these are basically take any Descendant and it puts them up to the ultimate tier, and they are stronger. The ultimate version of a Descendant of a character is stronger and has access to different kinds of skill bonuses, bigger radius explosions, higher damage, better scaling. They are better in a lot of ways that make them stronger, but you can acquire all of these in-game by grinding. These packs just allow you to get them right away without having to grind to unlock them. And in this case, unlike the C's, B's, and A's that have this tiered structure, all of the ultimates are essentially equivalent in strength, and any of the Descendants in the game can be an ultimate version. So Ajax is one of the starter characters you get from logging in. It's one of the 3 you choose from. He's one of the beginning characters, but his ultimate version is much stronger, and he's equal to all the other ultimates. So getting the ultimate of every of the Descendants is kind of like the goal if that's what you're looking for. And again, you can work towards these naturally for free, or you can buy them in game. Next, let's talk about the Battle Pass, because this is the one thing that I would recommend based on the chart we looked at earlier is actually going to be the best value in the game by a long shot. And they usually are. They're designed to, because realistically the value for the developer, other than the money that you give them for the Battle Pass, is going to be the time you spend leveling it up so that you're in game and playing. But this one is pretty fair as far as I would say the pricing is very standard. The basic Battle Pass is 500 caliber, which is just under $10 depending on which package you buy. For this, by the way, for the shop, I am using the $10 valuation for caliber, which is this one right here. Just to keep it fair, I could use the dollar per caliber amount for the $100, and that would change some of these valuations scale, but the relative amount is the same, and I'm just going to use the $10 just to be fair to different levels of purchasing. So it's 500 caliber, so like 9.6, just under $10 for the Battle Pass, and there is an upgraded version that gives you 25 levels. If you're going to level the Battle Pass yourself, you don't really need the bonus levels. The levels are only really just if you want to expedite and get the bonuses from the Battle Pass right away. And for anyone that's wondering on the Battle Pass itself, the time on the Battle Pass is about 60 days. It takes 2 months for that season Battle Pass to complete. And if you're playing regularly, you should be able to get the Battle Pass done. I did some rough math. It takes about 4 or 5 weeks to complete the Battle Pass if you're playing a regular healthy amount. Not sweating or anything, but if you're grinding, if you're playing like an hour or two a day, or like 8 to 10 hours a week, you should be able to finish the Battle Pass in about 5 weeks overall. And there are also things like the challenges and extra things you can do. You can obviously play more and get the Battle Pass done for free on your own anyway. So you get about half the time to finish the Battle Pass, and it takes 2 months for that to run out and finish. Inside the Battle Pass, this is a free premium track system. They don't do a track for separate. They use one track. Some items come for free, some items don't. I don't like this system just because it means that if you're on the free track, if you're playing for free and you haven't bought the Battle Pass, there's going to be many levels that don't give you anything. So for example, if you look at the Battle Pass here, anything that doesn't have the word free over it is a premium track item, and that will only show up if you have the premium Battle Pass. If you don't, you won't be able to collect it and get that on there. So you're going to be summoning levels, like there's basically 2 to 3 of the free items per page if you're a free Battle Pass user, and there's a lot more if you're a premium Battle Pass user. However, you'll notice that right away, you do actually get the premium currency as part of the Battle Pass. If you finish the Battle Pass, and there are 96 levels for it, you will get back 300 caliber, and it costs 500, which means that it's about $10 to buy the Battle Pass, and you get 300 caliber back if you finish it all the way up to level 95, and then you get an ultimate weapon on top of that. So that's pretty good value. It ends up costing about 200 if you end up playing enough. Like if you play about a month, you'll get enough value back in caliber for the Battle Pass to cost about 200 caliber, which is way better, like $2.50 for the Battle Pass overall. And it's full of good stuff, enhancement materials, boosts, and all that. And on top of it, it also includes this bonus currency called bonus coin. Outside of the Battle Pass, there is a bonus shop. You can spend these bonus coins to unlock enhancement materials, and you get it primarily through the Battle Pass itself. I actually don't think you can even get the bonus coins as a free Battle Pass user, but if you do buy the premium Battle Pass, you get these bonus coins, which you can use for additional upgrades, and you can choose which one you want. Some of these allow you to upgrade weapons, some of them allows you to reconfigure or enhance weapons in different ways, or change up modifications. So all these are really just progression materials that you use to make your character stronger. Now, on top of that, there is a battle supply shop as part of the Battle Pass. These are items that you can get as part of the free Battle Pass. Like there's skins here for characters, there's weapon skins, things like that, a lot of cosmetic stuff. All of these are free. All you have to do is go to the challenges as part of the Battle Pass, complete the season weekly challenges to get a currency called supply coin, and then you can spend those inside of the bonus shop for free cosmetics. So even if you are a free user that doesn't pay, you'll still be able to get some items from the Battle Pass, currency, paint, things like that to color your character, and you'll also get things from the free shop for cosmetics. So you will get some stuff every season, even if you don't, you don't want to convert to being a paid user. Now, we've gone over the prices for the Descendants, and there are these Descendant packages. So these have a ticket that allows you to choose from one of the Descendants, plus some boosters, plus some slots for the character as well. And there's 3 different kinds for each of these, and you'll see that on the chart that we've listed before. There's the Ultimate Descendants that have the base bundle for these, and a Descendant slot, and an Ultimate version which has other cosmetics and bonuses in them. But if we come back to our chart of valuation, I actually ended up finding that the Ultimate bundles for the Ultimate, the 5 characters, Ultimate Ajax, Ultimate Bunny, Ultimate Galay, Ultimate Lepic, and Ultimate Viessa, are at about 1 value. You're basically buying those things early at exactly how much they cost for the amount of time and effort you'd have to go into it. So it's really just if you want to get the Ultimate versions early. I wouldn't actually, like if you're a minnow, or even if you're a shark, I wouldn't recommend getting the base Ultimate bundles, because the value is exactly 1, not super great. As you can see here, most of these are close to 1 or at 1. The few things that have nice value, right, like okay value, honestly, my general cutoff is that if you're a minnow, you're spending $5 to $30 in a game. I would never buy anything that's under 4 valuation for the value score, just because you're not going to get enough for your money. If you're a shark, you can do anything from, like, 1 up to 4 as part of that, plus anything above, so basically there. And if you're a whale, you're going to spending over $1,000, then who cares, buy whatever you want. Even if it's under 1, you don't really care, you're just going to be spending, you have the disposable income to be doing that anyways. However, I will say that the Ultimate bundles do come with an exclusive skin. The only way to get this exclusive skin is by buying the Ultimate bundle, and that's really where the true value of these Ultimates comes from, is buying the Ultimate skin to get this Ultimate here. It's the only way to get this legendary Ultimate is legendary in this game for this character, is to buy the Ultimate bundle for that, and these that are kind of themed for the character as well are part of that. So if you wanted a package that themes, like you get the best version of Ajax or the best version of Bunny and all of the cosmetics that fit her that are unique, that you have to have bought the Ultimate bundle to get, plus some extra bonus, then that's what you're going for. Like you say, you look at the character and say, I really like Viessa, and I just want her to be in my life. So I'm going to pick up the Ultimate bundle. They're between $60 to $100 USD converted. So that's going to be your option there, but it gives you a unique skin that's only available there. And then as these, if these end up fading away in 3 months, you'll miss out on that there. But it's really just if you want the character now, you want the character in the strongest version now, and you want some cool things to theme it, but the value isn't crazy high outside of that. And even looking at the Descendant package C, B, and A, where you get one free of, you get a ticket for one of those Descendants plus some extra things inside of it, it's just over 1. It's like 1.18, 1.19 value. So it's actually a little bit like if you're going to buy an actual Descendant, I would recommend getting the A, B, or C package. It's actually better than just buying like if you're going to go into the store and you're going to go to Descendant and you're going to buy one of these, rather than just buying one of these, you actually do get more value by buying these packages, because inside of them you get these boosters for 3 days, and you also get a Descendant slot as an increase here. By the way, there are slots for different areas in the game. You by default, you can only have 10 Descendants. You increase the slot by buying Descendant slots. This is a flat amount of caliber. You can increase your equipment slots, your storage slots, and your consumable slots. So it's kind of like buying inventory or stash tabs in ARPGs. You're increasing the storage that you have for your characters. So these packages that have those in them, you're likely, if you're going to be playing the game a lot, going to want these anyway. So the value for these packages is pretty good and just over 1, which means it's worthwhile picking those up. Then the premium starter package, the starter package, and the premium enhancement package are pretty good. They're decent for right now. These kinds of progression packages that come with progression materials in them tend to lose value over time because your ability to farm these on your own goes up the higher and further into the game that you get. So these that have a whole bunch of like weapon mods and the equipper shards, which are used for enhancing modules, bonuses, 2 equipment slots, this is basically just starting you off on the right track. It's not crazy value. Like I said, this is like between 1.4 and 1.5. So it's decent now, but these will start to trend towards 1 value longer and longer as the game goes on because your ability to farm these things gets better and better over time as you progress further into the game. So that's where we're at with the overall valuation for the First Descendant. This is honestly pretty low. I would say that, again, if you're someone who just wants to support the game, pick up the Battle Pass. It's super great value. Everything else it doesn't rock my socks. Between 1.5 and 1 is like almost, it's not crazy good. It's just good enough. So I wouldn't say there's anything that's like you really have to buy all these other than the Battle Pass, which, by the way, I do have a creator code for the game. I'll leave that down below in the description and the comments if you want to support me as a creator for TFD. If not, it is what it is, but it is available if you want to use that. And of course, let me know what you think. If you end up buying anything in the game, let me know down below. If you found value in today's video, leave a like down below, leave a comment for the algorithm to help this video get seen by more people. And don't forget to check out my other channels for other content and other stuff and other things.